this class. In the last class, we have discussed about in the third chapter. Okay, in that third chapter, we have also discussed about what the chapter about concept about instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. Okay, that much you all already understood the before class. Okay, dear students, in this class I am going to tell about the further next concept of this third chapter, that is acceleration. What? Acceleration of a body. So this concept you already learned in the previous 10th standard and 8th standard. So in beginning, in the 8th standard, there is one chapter on motion of a particle and Newton's laws of motion. In that, you should study in this concept, that is acceleration, what it indicates. So in this class, we have discussed about acceleration of a body and average acceleration, and next uniform acceleration. Students, acceleration is nothing but what? In this acceleration of a body, is there any change of a quantity? Is there any change of one personal quantity? Means acceleration of any body you see in daily life. There is so many objects are moving. In that moving objects, you see a uniform velocity of the body and you see non-uniform velocity of the body. Similarly, you see one of the interesting concept, that is acceleration. Means a change in something about that important quantity, that is a velocity. Means is there a change in the velocity of the body? Means velocity of the body is a variable. Means when a velocity of a body is a change or variable, then that time a body is acquired, a body is said to be acceleration. Okay, ಹೀಗಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಚಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಬಾಡಿ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿನ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್, then that body is said to be acceleration of a body. Okay, so now we have to go through a definition of acceleration. Acceleration of a body, when the rate of change of velocity, okay, clear? The rate of, listen carefully, the rate of change of velocity, the rate of change of velocity of a body with respect to time taken. This is known as the acceleration of a body. So I will write here the rate of change of velocity. This is the main thing. Change of velocity. Changing velocity. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time. With respect to time. A time interval is nothing but is called as acceleration of a body. Clear? So so many examples, so many incidents you are experiencing in the daily life about this acceleration. When you move through a bike, so and are moving in a uniform velocity, are moving in a constant velocity, suddenly brake lines are came, suddenly curves are came, that time you should decreases in velocity and again a velocity. This type change in the velocity is called as a acceleration of the body. Simple. Clear? Understood? So now the next is average acceleration. What it is? Average acceleration. So you already know this concept, average acceleration meaning. You know this word, average meaning. Average means what? We have to calculate the ratio, some of the ratios. What are the ratios? It is defined as, average acceleration is defined as the ratio of change in velocity. The ratio of change in velocity to the time taken is known as average acceleration. Acceleration is acceleration ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಗೋತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುವುದು. ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುವ ದರನೇ ನಾವು ವೇಗೋತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? So now the average acceleration, ಸರಾಸರಿ ವೇಗೋತ್ಕರ್ಷ, means the ratio of change in velocity to the time taken. So I will write here the definition of average acceleration. The ratio of change in velocity. Please take down your notes. The ratio of change in velocity to the what? To the time taken or time interval is known as average acceleration. We have to calculate average. So now let us come to the point here. If a body of a velocity, if the body of velocity v1 at time t1, if the body moves with a velocity at the time taken at t1, and if the body moves with velocity v2, another velocity at the time t2. So now calculate the average acceleration about these two concepts, about these two examples. If a body moves with a velocity at v1 at time t1 and another velocity v2 at the time t2. So now if the average velocity means v2 minus v1 divided by time interval t2 minus t1, means we have to calculate v2 first. Why? Because first v1 means the initial velocity of the body is always 0. That's why we calculate a final position, subtract the initial position, initial velocity. Okay, v2 minus v1 means change in velocity and change in time, t2 minus t1. That is we will write it as a delta v divided by delta t. So now delta v is the change in velocity. Change in velocity divided by delta t is the change in time. Okay. This is the ratio about the change in velocity per time taken is known as the average acceleration of a body. Understood? Okay. So next is the uniform acceleration. So before I am going to tell that before uniform acceleration there is something behind that the acceleration of a body. That is, this acceleration of a body is a which state quantity? They will ask either it is a scalar or either it is a vector quantity. Tell me what about this physical quantity about this acceleration? Okay, acceleration of the body is nothing but it is a vector physical quantity. Take down in your notes. It is not a scalar quantity, it is a vector quantity. So why? It is also a magnitude and also direction. Okay. So now, then the S segment of acceleration. There is a main thing. What it is? It is a SI unit. SI unit of acceleration. Meter per second square. You already know this. Meter per second square. Okay. And dimensional formula of this acceleration is what? You already know about the dimension formula. How to write a dimension formula of acceleration. I already explained in the second chapter. Okay. So dimensional formula. Dimension d of acceleration. That is m0 L1 t to the power minus 2. M0 L1 t to the power minus 2. Or like tell m0 L1 t minus 2. This line. Okay. This is how to we write a dimensional formula. So up to this we have discussed about the acceleration meaning and average acceleration and some SI unit physical quantity. Okay, and dimension formula. So next is uniform acceleration. Okay, up to this you all understood? Okay, I am going through the next concept. There is a uniform acceleration. Students, up to this you study meaning of a acceleration, but this is a uniform acceleration. Uniform means what? The constant of that quantity everywhere. What it is? So uniform acceleration meaning, that is, uniform acceleration of a body is said to be, or a body is said to be uniform acceleration if it changes a velocity equal amounts in equal interval of time. This is known as a uniform acceleration. Means in the uniform acceleration also changes a velocity, but a change of a velocity that is equal amounts in equal interval of time. Means ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು at equal interval of time. That is indicate about a uniform acceleration. A body is said to be uniform acceleration when if it changes a velocity in equal amounts. Equal amounts means a change in equal amounts of velocity in equal interval of time is known as a uniform acceleration. Okay, understood? So using this uniform acceleration, on the basis of acceleration, if some conditions are there, what are those? If a body is, means if the acceleration body is, if the direction of acceleration is same as that velocity, if the direction of the acceleration is same as that velocity, then velocity will be increases. Then acceleration is also will be a increases. That is a positive acceleration. Means that I am going to tell in such example. If direction of acceleration is same as that velocity, then velocity will be increases. Then that acceleration will be a positive. We said to be positive acceleration. Then, for example, this positive acceleration example, that is freely falling body. When a body will fall through the earth, that is freely falling. This freely falling body is example to the positive acceleration. Note this point. Okay, in this positive acceleration, negative acceleration, zero acceleration are came. Just I told her that one example for that. Okay, positive acceleration is clear. So next is negative acceleration. When negative acceleration are acquired, so when a body or the direction of acceleration is opposite to that of velocity, when a direction of a acceleration is opposite to the velocity, then the velocity will be decreases. Then the acceleration will be negative. Okay, so in this negative acceleration, the best example is what? When a body is thrown upward, this body is thrown upward, this body again goes upon, the acceleration will be reduces. But this body opposite, ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So that velocity will be decreases. Means against acceleration, velocity against ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So this velocity is known as a retardation. This acceleration we tell it as a retardation. Then this acceleration will be a negative. Okay, so these such a concepts are came under the acceleration. Positive acceleration, negative acceleration. Okay, clear? Yes, students, I hope in this class you all understood. Up to this we studied acceleration class, uniform acceleration, average acceleration, and some small concept. Yes, I made dimension formula of acceleration and physical quantity of acceleration. In the next class we have studied about some another concept of this third chapter. Okay, thank you.